It's Tuesday.
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 Burger Tuesday.
TJ's top 10 teams on Tuesday.
Is this the last one?
TJ's top 10 teams on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Is it the last one? We're going into the wild card. This is a
I don't know. You're going to do throughout the playoffs.
I don't think there's gonna be 10 teams
Not
whenever
gonna
we
be-
get to
not
the
gonna be
wild
10.
card. You know what I'm saying?
golf hot day. Yeah, this is the last official top 10 TJ teams
Wow.
on a Tuesday
The last time we can
for the
roast them.
2021-2022 season.
What should TJ's next series be? Give us a category and a name.
TJ's toughest tongue tricks.
That's hot.
This one actually it's so tough because there's more than 10 playoff teams, and you can't put them all in.
Right.
And I'm gonna say right off the rip, number 10. There's 3 different teams that I'm like,
Yeah.
shoot.
Okay, we're gonna not rip you apart until after, because we don't know which of these teams aren't gonna make it. He could throw in a non-playoff team, boys.
That's true.
He could do it and really shake things up.
The Lions.
That would be fun.
You totally did
All right.
make this within 5 minutes.
All right, are we ready? Can I say
I'm
it?
ready. Go ahead.
Number 10.
The Patriots.
It's them Pats, though.
They were at number 9 last week, and they bumped down to 10. Dude.
They going downhill, cuz.
Yeah, I don't disagree with it too much.
It's
They lost to the Dolphins.
they were on such a hot streak, and everyone was like, yes, and I was like, yes, and now it's again, the playoffs is there's no one dominant team, so it's any team they go against, they have a good chance to lose, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, especially with how Mac Jones has been playing over the past few weeks or so. Joe,
That's next week. That's next
Joe.
week.
Come on, you show him the tongue tricks next week.
I didn't even look at who these guys are playing.
So
honestly, when I made
it's
this.
at Buffalo.
They're playing the Bills.
So the game that they lost versus the Dolphins was significant because they'd have a home game in Gillette Stadium if they had won. So we know that they took that. They had to have taken that game seriously.
Oh yeah, and then the Dolphins just
And the Dolphins owned them this
Won.
year. Won both games.
Oh, yeah.
Their defense, I mean, let up some points too, which I feel like was kind of their backbone.
Yep. The defense, and then, this is one of the games that I'm excited to watch
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple good ones. Any divisional matchup in the playoffs is pretty awesome.
because they've played that first time. Pats
Right.
won, and it was crazy weather
So,
conditions.
I mean-
Second time, Bills won normal weather conditions. Now it's
Right.
and were they at Buffalo when they lost? The
I
second
think
time?
they each won away, didn't they? Didn't they each win whenever they were away?
You see them?
Never mind. Joe's on cloud 7 right now.
I don't want to say the other teams that I wanted to put here because they might be at number 9, but yeah, this was there were 3 teams that I wanted to put here, but you can only put one team.
Right.
So I put
So you're
the
still
Pats.
giving some respect to the Patriots. I'm wondering after I see the other teams that are out if I would have put a team over the Patriots right now because they definitely haven't been looking the greatest. Plus, going into the playoffs with a rookie quarterback, you know how tough that is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
To go all the way and
Oh,
win it.
yeah.
Nobody's ever done it before.
That's true.
Yep.
I think Trey Lance was starting next week.
Imagine Trey Lance is starting next week, baby.
Hey, he
All right.
won. They could be in here.
All right. Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
For number 9.
The
Ooh. Wow.
Dang.
So they were at number
Wow.
7 last week.
And
What
they
the heck you do?
go okay, this is where TJ done fluffed up.
What'd you
kid.
They
do?
lost to the Browns, dog.
With
Oh,
all their
with
backups.
They didn't
Exactly.
try. Who cares?
So are you? Oh, I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say Cincinnati doesn't have enough depth in their roster.
That'd be a smart thing to say.
they don't have enough depth in the roster.
For real? Come on, TJ.
Look,
For real?
they're too shaky in my opinion. Look,
For real?
the Bengals go up against a veteran team like the Bucks. I'm picking the Bucks all day.
That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that would be the Super Bowl game. What veteran team are they gonna verse?
Even the
in
Chiefs.
the AFC?
Chiefs, I'm picking the Chiefs.
What about the Raiders?
Raiders, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. They're the favorite, I think, right?
Yeah,
According to
Cincinnati
Vegas.
should be the favorite. Yeah, in
I
Cincinnati.
can see them losing that game. Actually,
I know who I'm picking. Not saying.
I could see.
Spoiler alert.
I could see him losing also, but dang.
Down 2
9, that's
spots.
disrespectful.
It's
That's
not.
disrespectful
It's not.
because that game,
Yeah,
that game in
meant
week 18,
nothing.
I know, but it's not.
Cincinnati, rip his butthole apart
Yeah,
down in the
give him
comments.
a new one.
The teams that I have above it, there's no shot. There's no shot.
No,
It
we'll
depends-
we'll go ahead and go through the rest.
all right,
All right,
go ahead on the
let's go ahead. But just remember, Joe Burrow was top 5 for MVP this season too.
Oh, I know.
Anyways, number 8.
Like the Cardinals. You think the Cardinals are worse than that?
Dang. Yeah.
The way the Cardinals have been playing, I think
I'll
I'd have
say
the
yeah,
Bengals over.
right? Me too.
right?
Actually,
Cardinals have been.
I had them at number 6 last
For a
week.
hot second, I didn't think you would do it. I was wondering, I'm like, is TJ gonna have Cardinals out of the top 10?
Cardinals lost 4 of the last 5 or something like that.
Yep.
Lost
Ever
the
since DeAndre
Lions, the
Hopkins has been gone.
Seahawks.
I don't know. Like with that team, I don't know what's a fluke and what's not. Like
Maybe the Cowboys, I guess.
2 games, you can call that like a definite fluke. 3 games, it's like I don't know. 4 games, it's like, dog.
I kind of feel the same way because at the beginning of the season, they look like an incredible team. A
7-0.
young, incredible team. All the free agents that was brought in. I mean, J.J. Watt's coming back.
Is he actually coming back?
Yeah.
Oh
he'll be
wow.
there in the
I didn't see
playoffs.
that coming.
Until he gets hurt in the first quarter, the first drive even.
I don't like Arizona, dog. I like Bengals more now.
I would say I like Bengals more just
Wow.
because the Cardinals, man, they've been the most shaky team. Is there a team right now that's been more shaky than Arizona? Honestly, even these other teams, because I don't know, I'm not going to make assumptions. I'm
The
assuming
Rams are kind of shaky.
right.
if you
Even the
think
teams
about
that he
it.
probably doesn't have in the top 10, I feel like the Cardinals might even be more shaky than these teams. I mean, Steelers more shaky than Cardinals. The Steelers have had a better month of football than the Cardinals. I'd expect
You're
the
right,
Cardinals
but I
to
can't
win.
say that the Cardinals are worse than the Steelers.
I wouldn't argue putting the Bengals ahead of the Cardinals. Like, this is another list where I feel like, well, I don't feel like any team could be anywhere, but like I definitely wouldn't argue that one.
Okay. So so that's going to be Arizona versus Rams. So that's another divisional
Yeah.
I
playoff
don't know who I'm
game.
picking that one either.
That's gonna be a slapper.
Right. That's a really fun one. That's good because both of these teams have been who even
I feel
knows?
like the Rams have been more sturdy than the Cardinals. Yes.
I feel like the Rams'
Yeah.
whole team has been, but Matthew Stafford hasn't. Like everybody else has been pretty sturdy,
That's
except
why-
for Stafford, which is the most important position.
I can definitely see the Cardinals beating the Rams, and like that's just a total slap in the face to all Rams fans because it's like I feel
That's
like
brutal.
I feel like they have such a more sturdy team than the Cardinals do, and then it's just like the Cardinals.
The
come in
Cardinals
and-
have a great roster, though. They
I know.
truly have a really good roster.
and the thing is, they have a great roster, but where's that at? They ain't
They were
showing
there
up.
in the first half
They
of the
ain't
season.
showing up.
oh, yeah.
They ain't showing up right now.
That's what I'm saying when they
Right.
need to.
Put in
It's a shame. It's such a letdown. It's like the Steelers last season get really excited about it. Even though people knew that they were kind of like phonies a little bit, and then the fall off at the end of the year,
Yeah.
one and done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are they screaming one and done? Quite possibly. But then again, it's the Rams. It's the Rams, so maybe not.
It's the Bams.
It's the Bams. I don't even know what that means.
Who won that college game?
Georgia.
Oh, okay.
That was actually a really good game.
Pick
I
6
don't- I
at
don't
the
care.
end.
Pick 6 at the
I
end.
don't watch that game.
They're
Pretty
down 8
defensive in
points.
the first half. It was pretty nice.
Hey, I'm gonna say something. I don't
Yeah.
watch that bull crap.
Nice.
Number
7. Don't steal my cues, TJ.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
know.
now. That's messed up.
The
That's what I
Cowboys.
live for.
They were number 8 last week. They move up.
I knew you were going to have the Cowboys next. Actually, I really didn't. I knew you were going to have the Cowboys above a couple of the
Dog. Cowboys, dude.
Bengals over Cowboys.
Yeah.
I
looked
won't
at
argue
the
that one. I
record.
won't argue that one.
I don't, the record's not good against non-divisional opponents.
And they're playing
49ers.
That game could go either
The reason
way.
why they look so good is because of their division.
They have another
You
team
look
in
at
the
them.
division
Look
that's
at
in
them.
the
Look at their
playoffs.
games outside their division.
Come on, Joe.
Look at their games outside their
Quit
division.
hitting me with this right now.
I'm just saying.
Because like,
Hey, the Eagles are a playoff team, though.
But he just went up against Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying? Like the Eagles didn't really care that much either.
All right, I will say at this point,
Cardinals
I
beat
guess
'em
not.
2
I was
weeks
gonna
ago.
say-
3 weeks ago. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's a Cardinal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
I mean, I'm not. 7's not bad. That's-
9-8-7. I'm not gonna argue switching.
If
any
you had
of
him in
them.
the top like 4 or 5, I'd be like, dude. But 7.
Yeah. They, again, they're going against the 49ers, which the 49ers could win that game, but
Oh
I mean, they
don't
could win that game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Like Deebo Samuel has to like strap up.
Oh,
It's
their
gonna
run
come
game could be
down-
enough, dude.
Right.
Their
It's
run
going to
game.
come down to a turnover game with Garoppolo. I mean, if he's on and isn't throwing turnovers
Mhm.
and they can rely on Elijah Mitchell to run the ball, like, that could be an upset. That could be
Yeah.
an
I
upset.
don't
But
know,
then
I
again,
could see them going pretty far.
I mean, yeah, I mean, the Cowboys, like,
Cowboys are better on the road this year too, but they play at home.
yeah, they're playing at home. Oh, yeah. So, interesting. I feel like the Cowboys' defense isn't been performing like they were last month right now,
Yep.
which that's not
Trayvon
the time
Diggs,
for
I
this.
think they said is like the first player in, or The only player in the past 5 seasons that have given up over 1,000 yards who have covered like the
There
best.
you go.
Hey,
Receiver.
MVP.
That's a whole lot of yards.
Whole lot of yards.
Anyways, number 6.
But
There they are.
Them Titans, though.
Yep. They were
Let's talk about the Titans.
They were at 10.5 last week because I put them in
team.
at the very end of the video, but I didn't have them in
and
at the
they
beginning.
bumped up 4.5 spots.
Dude, they're ready to rip. They're ready to rip.
They did almost lose to the Houston Texans.
I'm not sold on the Titans.
Here's the problem, though. Who can you be sold on? That's the
I
problem.
know that's true.
Derrick Henry. Look,
There are a lot
like-
of teams in the AFC I like more than the Titans.
here's like normal running backs, right? This is
Oh,
like
yeah.
your Gaskins.
That's bottom.
All right, down here. Then you got like, then you got
You're Antonio Gibson.
now you got like Antonio Gibson, and then you got like Najee, and then you got like Joe Mixon, and then you got like Zeke here also, and then you got Derrick Henry.
TJ, I'm glad how you ranked that. That wasn't too bad.
Dude, doesn't even say
Derrick
Jonathan
Henry, huh?
You didn't even say
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, Jonathan Taylor's in that category also.
He's right under Derrick Henry. You know
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying?
Like it's like Najee, Zeke, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry.
Wow.
I,
like way better.
Deep down, I'm concerned a little bit though.
You're
He
concerned.
could come
not
back and absolutely.
playing. Yeah, not playing for so long, and I don't know.
It could, but like Derrick Henry. I just picture him like in some sort of lab, just strapped to a chair, like he's not allowed to play. They have him strapped in, and he's just like, just watching all these weeks of football where he's not allowed to play, and then he just rips out of the chains, and now he's just ready to run on the field and just like no one's gonna be able to tackle
I
him.
wonder how much for Derrick Henry being out for this long matters. Like for a quarterback, that can matter because you have chemistry with a lot of other people. You just get the ball handed off to you, and you have to be able to take hits.
And you're
And
6'5".
I would say, and he's huge.
1,000 pounds.
But not to say that it doesn't matter because it probably
It could.
matters
It
for
probably
anybody.
does.
It definitely could affect them. Like he could come out there and absolutely have a crap game.
right. And I
But-
mean, obviously, a lot of that has to do with the offensive line and how good the defensive line's playing on the other side.
Well,
of the ball.
who are they playing again?
Well, it's
The
a
bye
week.
week.
We don't know yet.
So they have a bye.
Oh
week.
yeah, they have a bye week. Oh yeah.
So you
they
have
could be
just remember
playing us.
what you did. You put a team that has the only bye in the AFC out of the top 5.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
cold
I
it.
know. I know.
I'm cold it.
He
I know
did
what I
it.
did.
He did it.
I know.
That's gonna trigger a lot of Titans fans,
Here's the thing.
possibly.
Imagine the Steelers beat the Chiefs and they gotta go against Derrick Henry with that awesome run defense they have.
Oh my gosh.
That's. I mean, that's literally the road that they have to take.
I
It has to
know.
be. They have to knock off the 2 best teams
I
to
know.
be able to.
That's making my heart pound, dude. Like,
So if they did that, then the conference championship game essentially should be easier than the wild card and divisional game.
yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
think about it.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, here's the thing with the
Ranking
Titans.
based.
Look at what they've done the last like 6 weeks.
Okay, I'm looking at it. What am I looking at
I
again?
don't
Inconsistency?
Think, I don't think they're
There
a
was
top
no
5
AJ Brown
team.
for a little bit. There's been no Derrick Henry for half the season.
They've been shaken, and I feel like they're coming together right now. They're coming together right now when they need to. I feel like number 6 is exactly where they should be.
I don't hate it. It's just so hard. It is so hard to predict these teams.
Because looking at these top 5 teams, I don't. You could make an argument for some of them, but I don't. There's somewhere I'm like,
This is truly the first year whenever somebody asks me who do I think is going to be in the Super Bowl now that the playoffs are set up, and I actually just don't have
Yep.
an
Oh,
answer.
no,
oh yeah,
I
like-
always have an answer.
Yep.
Titans have the number 1 seed. Yeah, they were hurt, but look at their schedule that second half of the season.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They should have ran away with it.
Exactly. I mean, they kind of did in a way. I mean, they ended up
No,
with
it came down to the last
yeah,
week.
I did.
Yeah, but they
Jeez.
weren't in first place at all until like the week before that.
Yeah, so they didn't run away with it. When you said they kind of did.
Well, they didn't even have. I mean, they kept winning though. Right?
They lost to
Minus-
bad teams. They lost to Houston. They almost did it twice. I feel like they lost to somebody else that was kind of bad. Steelers.
Steelers.
I mean,
Here we
Still
go.
not the Steelers won that game. To be honest, they got dominated. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna
Yep.
go ahead and dive into the
Oh,
top 5.
it gets juicy, baby.
Juicy, baby. Come on, Jeff. Here's your cue.
I guess I counted.
What? I said top 5.
They
Come
did
on,
not move. They stay right there, smack dab at number 5. The Bills.
Okay.
They
So-
are going against the Patriots.
They are.
I think they're going to be the Patriots.
At home.
At home.
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
With Josh Allen.
Well,
With Josh Allen.
well.
Stephon Diggs.
Look,
Dawson Knox.
as long as Josh
all-
Allen doesn't make turnovers, they should win that game. If he is on his stuff, if he is on his juice, he's ready to go. He's throwing nice. As long as he's not throwing interceptions and the offense isn't causing fumbles, they should win that game.
And he had the problem with that against Atlanta in Week
Mhm.
17. I'm going to say probably not so much in Week 18 because we didn't really watch that game because it just didn't really matter
It sucked,
because there
yeah.
were some huge games on.
Yep.
But to that, I feel like Mac Jones on the other side is more of a worry and a concern of throwing turnovers and getting picks.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No, yeah,
So,
I think
advantage Bills, right?
that's what I'm saying. I think the Bills defense is going to do what they have to do. The offense, if Josh Allen doesn't screw up, they should win this game.
Do you see a low-scoring game whenever they play each other?
What was the score? No, what was the score of the last one? Not the weather one, but the last one. I feel like it was
I
in
think
the
they won
20s.
by 2 scores, 2 possessions, I think.
I don't
I don't
know
know
if
the
it's gonna be.
final.
I don't think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
So I kind of see a more low-scoring game.
I think it might
But-
be low scoring for the Patriots.
Like you really
Uh-oh.
expect the Bills to be able to run away?
They should. I feel like they absolutely should be able to.
I made the mistake before of just saying that. Shut up, Joe. I made the mistake before of kind of counting the Patriots out with Bill Belichick on their team, and I look like a fool.
Yeah. No,
So I'm not gonna be counting them out. Like
I'm
Yeah, but
definitely
look what
not
they've-
counting them out.
I'm not counting them out, but Mac Jones.
to be fair, to be where they are right now
That's nice.
after drafting a rookie quarterback, I feel like has exceeded every Patriots fan's
Yep.
expectations.
Oh, yeah.
It's exceeded my expectations.
What about Brady's?
Brady's?
He's a fan.
He's probably impressed.
Oh yeah.
He's probably like, dang,
He's
that's
probably like,
nice.
wow.
Impressed? Depressed?
Oh yeah.
I didn't really need to be there
The
all
whole,
those years.
the whole scale. So, we got our number 4 coming up. It's the Rams.
They moved down one. Here's the thing. They didn't really. Did they really sit a lot of players this game?
They didn't say anybody.
Mention anybody?
Did they win the game?
They didn't win the
against
game.
the
They didn't win the game.
49ers.
They
They
didn't.
lost.
Just 'cause I know you probably don't know. They actually didn't win. They actually lost.
It's kind of
They actually
like,
let a team in their division back into
Like-
the playoffs whenever they were out of the playoffs.
Yeah, if Arizona would have won, I think they would have won that division.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I'm like,
well, they did win the division. Huh?
dog.
No,
Arizona.
I said if Arizona would have won,
Oh, I
as
thought
in
you-
they, as in
Oh,
Arizona.
I got you. I got what you're saying.
The Rams are a top 5 team for me. But
Matthew Stafford might hold them back.
that's
you know,
the thing.
You heard?
There's a massive asterisk.
You
right next to
heard?
that.
You heard? I heard.
You heard?
I said
You
the
reckon
bird,
that's-
bird. The
you
bird
rec-
is a word. I said I heard. I
You
heard,
reckon
heard,
that's
heard.
right?
It's tough.
Do I reckon that's right? Is that what you
reckon
asked?
that's right? A number 4 spot for the Rams.
Very reluctantly.
That's fair. That's fair.
Man, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I made this.
I
list. I'm
don't
like, I
know.
don't know, dog.
Can I be honest for a second?
Go ahead.
The way I'm feeling,
Uh-huh.
like the way I'm tingling inside right now,
How you feel?
I might have the Bengals above them. I might have the Bengals in the top at number 4
All right. Well, there goes all credit.
or 5 or 5.
Okay. I
Or-
wouldn't argue 5, but
They're close with Tennessee for me.
I wouldn't argue that either. I 6 to 9. You could switch. I feel like the Bengals up there, but
Well, the Bengals are like 9 for. Oh, they are 9.
yeah, no, like you could put them at number 6 where the Titans are, but 5.
Well, I gotta do some thinking about that.
I'm not.
but-
I'm not putting them above the Bills, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not.
The Bills for me to come back to seem like one of the more safe teams,
Yeah.
which is weird
There was
because
a
they were
period
not
where
that.
they weren't.
Right, they weren't, and they still might not be.
Any team might not be though.
Right. Oh, this is so unpredictable. I can't even. It's like hard for me to argue with it because it's close. It's
Mhm.
very close.
Yeah.
It's easy to argue against and for anything that you want to, truthfully. I mean, it's just kind of what your heart's telling you, and I assume your heart is screaming at you right now to put the Rams at 4.
He's not screaming at me. He's more of just like, yeah, that's all right.
How about number 3?
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Oh yeah. Here it comes.
Whoa!
Here it comes.
Jay, you can't be mad at this.
I
can
like
you?
it, but no, I don't like it.
Come on. This man has come in here to just shake things up and make people mad.
Why? Yeah, why?
You know what you did whenever you did this,
exactly.
TJ.
He did that on purpose. There's
Why'd
no
you do
shot.
that?
No shot.
They lost to the Lions.
You killed him.
Here's the thing.
TJ.
They started some backups.
TJ.
Yeah, Jordan Love.
Some backups.
I don't know when Jordan Love came in, but he sucked.
Some
Yeah.
backups.
He threw some picks.
And they
TJ.
lost to the Lions.
Yeah, but do you think like Devontae Adams was playing?
No, that's what I'm not saying that game mattered.
Yeah, but dude, I feel like my high school football team gonna beat the Lions.
TJ. For frick's sake, TJ, come on. Come on.
Dog, I actually.
This channel right now is losing credibility as we speak because you just did that.
Okay, well then you don't know who number 2 and 1 is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Who is
I
it?
thought I knew.
Well,
I thought I
actually,
knew the
I
whole
don't know.
order.
Exactly.
I don't know the order of it.
Exactly.
No,
I thought-
no. This team should be above both of them.
Nope.
I thought I knew the order from 3 to 1, and then what?
Dog, they were
Why?
number 1. They dropped out to number 3.
So you did that just because of the Lions game.
'Cause you did that to the Bengals too. What the heck, TJ?
What?
Because they're starting backup players.
No, the Bengals.
He dropped
the
so
Bengals,
it's irrelevant.
The Bengals wasn't because they lost.
You have to realize in week 18, some games just don't matter to teams,
No, I know,
and
but
other games.
no, I know.
matter
No,
a
no, no.
lot.
Listen, I know,
Yeah,
but they lost to the Lions.
TJ.
Now listen, you got to hear me out for the top 2.
I want to hear you out. Besides the fact that they lost to the Lions, on what you have to say about Green
well, I
Bay,
want to say it, but I have to talk about the team ahead of them.
and then
and
you'll
why
talk
I put
about
them
them
ahead.
after.
Well, it's more of why the other team moved up.
Wow. Okay. Number 2.
The Bucks.
I was so scared he had them at number 1.
Why?
They are proving that they can do it without those players.
They played the Panthers.
Didn't the
They-
Panthers beat the Bucks though this year? Did they beat the Bucks?
No.
No. That was who the Panthers beat. That was like they always beat. Oh, the Cardinals.
The Bucks, not just this week, they're literally everything bad that could be bad to them has happened. They're losing people left and right, but they're still proving they can get it done. And that is scary.
But
that is
them
scary.
losing players isn't a good thing.
I know, but the fact that they're still winning without those players,
But beating who?
teams,
Carolina?
well, come on. They beat
Barely the Jets
they
the week
beat-
before
they
that?
beat other teams.
I mean,
Who they play in the first round?
The
Eagles.
Eagles.
I would not be. I tell you what, that might be the upset for me.
For real? You just think it's a lock?
I think it's a lock.
Lock it in place?
I think it's a lock.
Why?
Dude,
Still, you got to
telling
understand, like, teams having problems is not a good thing.
I know, but the fact
Distractions
that
is
they can
not
just
great.
Absolutely. I feel like they're going to blow out the Eagles like they did the Panthers.
What if Leonard Fournette comes back in the wild card and isn't the same player because he can't run like
Then Brady's
has
going to
been?
find someone else. He is. He's either going to go to Gronk, he's going to go to a wide receiver, which who's even their starting wide receivers anymore? I don't know. There's,
Mike Evans.
I mean,
Who do you
okay.
think? Okay, who do you think has a better chance to win the wild card?
Okay.
The Bucks or the Packers?
Who do the
Here's a-
Packers play?
Who do they have a better chance to move on?
Who do they play?
You know.
The Packers?
Yeah. Here's a better chance
Don't
to
they have
move
a first
on.
round bye?
Yeah. I was trying to trap him, so.
The Bucks then. I
Dang.
the Bucks and the Packers play. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. That's gonna be heat.
So
That
why?
field's gonna be on fire
Why are the Bucks better than the Packers?
because they don't have their starting team and they're still doing it.
But the Packers have their starting team, which means that their team is good and healthy, and they're also doing it.
And they lost the Lions.
Man, everybody! Oh my god!
No, I know. They didn't actually lose the Lions, but
Wow.
I mean they did.
But it didn't matter.
Name one thing about the Packers' actual team itself that you don't like.
Their history.
Amen, brother.
Their
Oh,
track record does
man.
not look good for
I
them.
will say if the Bucks played the Packers, I'm picking the Bucks.
But
Hey, he
okay,
said
so
it.
their track record's not great, but does that make them a bad team right now?
No, they're not a bad team at all. They're number 3 team.
Does that
You
drop
could-
them
you
down
could
right
honest-
now from what they've done in previous years? No, it
I
shouldn't.
mean,
Because this is TJ's top 10 2022
whoa,
top 10 teams.
2021, 2022.
Okay. Well, it's 2022 right
Listen, you could argue the Packers and Bucks switching. You could argue the Packers and Chiefs.
now. What? Did you have a stroke? Is he breathing right now?
Number
The
one.
Packers and Chiefs.
Number one. Number.
Number one.
Number one.
You had
Oh,
a
the Chiefs.
stroke.
Sorry, I kind of spoiled it right there. You could say that you could switch those two.
Did you see the Chiefs and Broncos game?
I'm not gonna argue. Oh yeah, I did. I watched it.
You see the Chiefs and Bengals game the week before that?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Chiefs and Broncos.
Are you taking the cop out because the Chiefs are the highest point differential as far as the spread goes to win their first wild card game since they're versing the Steelers?
No, dude.
So you knew they're going to move on to the
their
first round,
Their defense is like the second most points in the league.
and you have them at number one.
Yeah.
You just contradicted everything.
No, their defense. I didn't say their offense. Their offense.
Oh, this is an offensive top 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now
Okay,
this is
now it
starting to
makes
make a
sense.
well, not really.
You can
but
put the Chiefs at number 3. I don't care. It's tough. We're in a tough these days, and this is the economy.
Okay, it's tough, but it ain't that tough.
This is the most disrespectful thing you could ever do to an NFL
Guess what?
franchise.
Put the Packers down at 3.
Put the by far and away number one team, the team that
No,
has a
you have
first round.
said all week there's no number one by far team. There's no one
But
team.
if there was one, it has to be the Packers.
Sure.
I feel like you weren't supposed to
That
agree
guy-
with that.
My dude has him at 3, not even 2.
There's no way.
I think the Bucks are just
That's cracked.
dude. You guys, I'm telling you, the Bucks they're gonna go into the NFC Championship.
So they're your Super Bowl pick now in the NFC?
They're gonna go to
make
the
it?
NFC Championship. I don't know if they're gonna go to
and
the
what,
Super Bowl.
lose to the Packers?
I don't know if the Packers are gonna make it there.
You do know the Bucks are going to make it there, though.
Yeah.
You do know. So are we saying that the Chiefs are going to be in the Super Bowl, and
I feel like they will.
the
But
Bucks?
also, dude, I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm rooting for the Steelers. Am I gonna get my hopes up?
Are you gonna give your hopes up?
It's gonna. The second quarter is when I'm gonna know. Is when I'm gonna get my hopes up. Like if it's like 21-7, Steelers are winning going into half, I'm gonna be
21
all-time
points
high.
in the
If
first
it's
half.
21, if they Steelers have 21 points by the end of the game, it'll be an absolute miracle for me. Come on now.
That's why I have no clue. Because then the Titans and Chiefs play.
the Titans and Chiefs don't play now.
Yeah.
The Titans versus the worst
yeah,
seeded
yeah,
team.
My bad.
It's okay. We all make mistakes. It's fine.
We
but-
made a few.
Look, this is a tough.
Oh, your whole
list to make.
freaking thing is kind of jank a little bit.
Well,
Because, I mean, even before the absolute disgrace that you did to Packers,
The
Bengals need to be
Bengals are
higher.
definitely disrespected.
the Bengals need to
I
be
don't
higher.
argue that one. I don't argue that one.
And, okay, so you have the 49ers out, you have the Steelers out, you have the Eagles out,
the
and you
Raiders.
have the
I
Raiders
I like
out.
the 49ers at number 10.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to spoil it.
In place of who?
The Patriots. I was either gonna put the Patriots.
Yes, actually, yes.
It was between
Yeah.
those 3 teams: Patriots, 49ers, and Raiders.
Patriots, 49ers, Raiders.
And I was like up in the air between the Patriots and 49ers.
So Steelers are the worst team you're saying right now that's in the playoffs.
I put them above the Eagles.
You do put them above the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. I could.
Interesting.
The Raiders, I feel like, is the worst.
So
of those
Steelers
3.
have a better chance to win their playoff game than the Eagles do against the Buccaneers.
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
that's an
Vegas would
IMO.
say other.
Vegas.
A lot of people would say otherwise.
And hey, look, the NFL might be rigged for all we know, so
I guess.
wouldn't be the most
I
shocking
guess.
thing in the world.
I'm so sorry you guys had to watch this video.
Get out of here, dog. You know what?
He
Let
put
me see
these-
your top 10 team.
He put these teams in a blender.
We just
dumped it out.
yeah,
So
you
there it is.
blendered. You just blendered your list.
Wow, I haven't seen
We
that
just got
comment
we just got a
30
bunch of new
times.
subscribers, and then their next video that they watch is this right here.
They're like,
and
wow,
they're all
I came
gone.
over for this?
And you're
they're all
welcome.
gone.
You're welcome. Because
What
guess
have you
who?
done?
Guess who had the Jags winning? Listen, this was not an easy list to make. It's the playoffs. Anything could happen.
it's not an easy list to make, but there's teams that should be in like a certain range where you shouldn't put them above or
Yeah.
below like that area, and you have.
Like,
done
where
that.
were the Bengals at?
9.
No,
No, they were number 9,
That's
and I said I wouldn't argue
disgusting.
up until number 6, but I'm not putting them at number 5. I'm not putting them at number 5.
No.
No.
Why?
Bills.
Bills.
Bills number
Bills.
5. Rams number 4. Packers number 3, and then I could argue number 3 to number 1. Okay.
Oh, man, do I have
Put
a
the
hard,
Packers
I
above
have
the
a
Bucks.
hard
I don't
time
care.
having the Rams in the top 5.
You
Kind
have
of what I'm thinking. That's why I nominated the
All
Bengals
because of
and
Matthew Stafford. All because of him.
are the Bills a better team right now than the Rams are?
I kind of feel like they are, yeah.
I kind of feel like they are too, but
It's weird, though.
Exactly. It's weird. It's not easy for me to make this list. So don't rip me a new one.
the Rams have had more tough games than the Bills
I
have
know,
down
yeah.
the stretch.
Matthew Stafford's like leading the league in picks almost, isn't
Oh,
he?
that's-
Like,
Besides Trevor Lawrence,
Like,
who
that's
just won
just-
a big game.
that's a pause to pause, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to end things here. Give us your top 10 list. Let us know
Please.
your Super Bowl picks. Whatever you guys want to do down in the comments, we're going to be looking at that. And
Let us know if the Steelers have a chance.
listen, don't roast me and Joe. Roast TJ, okay?
No,
We
don't.
had absolutely nothing to do with this.
You did.
That
you
is
were.
true.
You
We
no
are-
no no. You said, "Oh, I'm gonna put the Bengals here. I'm gonna put the Rams here." You can roast the heck out on for that. If you think the Bengals should not be at number 5, like you said, let them know. You
but
know
it's
why?
not as
'Cause
crazy
it's
as having the Packers at 3.
blasphemy.
Yeah, dude.
How is the Packers at number the number 3 spot is a very good spot to be at.
Not if you have been the best team in the
I mean, to be
NFL
fair,
like the past
don't- I mean,
3 weeks.
Heck, I might say the Packers are like a number 10 team at this point because they're going to lose. But
Wow.
they're not going to lose until like a couple, like the NFC Championship. So right
Wow.
now, they got to be where they are.
Yeah, number 3.
Wow.
They'll make their way down. They're just
It's
starting.
like I
to
don't
decline.
want to hate it because the Packers are going to do what they're going to do, but logic has to go in there somewhere where like the Packers are pretty much the number 1 team right now, coming off the regular season.
Right. I mean, you just have to out of respect and out of common sense.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
he doesn't have any brain cells.
Let
left.
us know where your top 10 team is. What team is your favorite team?
Hey, I tell you what, I bet
Are
you
they-
they're in the top 10.
If your favorite team is in the playoffs, let us know who they are. Let us know if they're gonna win. And here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
Steelers win the Super Bowl. The NFL is rigged.